Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter what time of day you're watching this video. I thank you all very much for returning to join us in our Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. When we left off last time, we had joined up with our Grey Warden companions. Well, Alistair's the only true Warden. Jory and Davith are still recruits, as am I. And we are heading out into the Kocari Wilds to complete some missions, for our initiation ceremony. Duncan has asked us to retrieve... What has Duncan asked us to retrieve? Duncan has asked us to retrieve 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, as well as treaties from the Grey Warden cache. While we're out here, we also should hopefully try to gather the strange flower from the wilds for the cute doggo back at camp. So we've got 3 quests essentially to do, and we've got enemies to kill. Let's go. Get those wolves! Grey Wardens! Attack! We made quick work of those wolves. I guess we'll loot them for everything they have. What do wolves carry in their pockets? Apparently just their pelts, according to this loot. Do wolves have pockets? Apparently not. Okay, ooh, what do we have here? Dead body? Dead body. Uh-oh. That's an ominous sign. Another dead body. A lot of dead bodies. Oh! You're still alive! Hello!
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My
I mean,
scouting
he's not
band was
looking
attacked
great,
by
Alistair.
Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Good luck. Luckily, it's not far to go.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
Very
That
reassuring.
doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Okay, well, good to know that Alistair has a 6th sense for Darkspawn. So at least if we die, we won't be surprised about it, as Davith so perfectly put it. There are a lot of dead guys around here. Ooh, is this the flower we're looking for? Wild's flower. Yes, that should help our puppo friend back at camp. Excellent, excellent. Darkspawn? Darkspawn. It's our first fight against Darkspawn. I don't know why all the monsters are trying to attack me. I've got that protagonist energy, I guess. Focus on the handsome guy! He's clearly the protagonist! New Codex entry. Signs of the Chasand. The Chasand barbarians are nothing if not clever. They have hidden markers and signs in the arrangement of stones and rubble along the paths of the wilds. In this way, they mark trails, note places of interest, and even give warnings in a way that outsiders cannot understand. Interestingly, these markers look indistinguishable from a regular pile of stones. I've dedicated my time to deciphering these signs, and I believe I'm close to a breakthrough. The trail markers seem to point to a hoard or a location used for secret storage amongst the Chasand. I've only found a portion of the message, however. I think that if I could complete the message, find all of the trail markers, I can find this cache and see what treasure the Chasand have to hide. I have found one such marker near this camp, under a fallen tree leaning against the ruins. Each marker seems to point to one or 2 others. I hear rumors that a Darkspawn horde is coming. I hope I can find this treasure before it's too late. An excerpt from Rigby's field journal. Well, now we're gonna have to try to find this treasure, aren't we? Rigby, you can't present us with an adventure and then expect us not to follow. So this must be the felled tree he was talking about. I'll be honest, I don't see a marker, though. Okay, well, in the meantime, I see something over here. Oh. Darkspawn? Yeah, Darkspawn. Nice work, boys. Very much a bro party. It's okay. The boys exploring in the wilds will be the name of this segment of the game. Is that a squirrel? Hello, little guy! You're so cute and not afraid of me. I name you Sir Squirrel and knight you as the ruler of the Kocari Wilds. Oh, here's another felled tree. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Following the path of felled trees? I hear scary noises. Whoa! Alistair, I thought you said you were gonna warn us about the Darkspawn. I got no warning. Simply scary noises and stabbing. Ooh, what is this mysterious looking stone? Is this another marker or clue? Ooh, is this the treasure we were looking for that I totally followed the signs and didn't stumble upon? Yeah, we got the Chasand flat blade, which is made of gray iron, which I'm assuming is better than regular iron. We got a longsword, and we got a letter. Which goes into our codex. Farewell letter to Jogby, my dear son Jogby. I fear this is the last letter I will write you. I have had difficulty finding the Chasand to bring them the Maker's word. I have, however, seen evidence of their passing. They appear to have left this area in great haste, possibly fleeing the so-called Darkspawn that are rumored to be gathering in the wilds in ever greater numbers. I have left you a weapon and everything else I can spare, my son. I will try to find you once I have found a safe place. I only hope that you will be safe. With luck, we will meet again. If you see her, tell your mother that I love her. Take care of our family. Your loving father, Rigby. Also, did we get some codex entries that we didn't read? No, we read these. Weren't they ticked off? Oh, no, we didn't read the Kocari Wilds entry. Let's read this one. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and a hound on every doorstep, a powerful Arl of the Almari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arlings stood on the border of the dark forest on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the Chasand Wilder folk. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside of them, and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old Chasand woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of his Arlings stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Kocari Wilds. There are as many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The Chasand Wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow-white-capped mountains and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the Chasand eke out an existence even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk cannot begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Kocari Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? Got some sort of... oh! Totems, dead people. I feel like this is a warning, but we're stupid and we're gonna continue onwards. And there's those Darkspawn that Alistair did not warn us about. Death magic! Oh, I'm going for this guy first. No, no, no. No death magic for you. And he's running away! Oh wow, this is a Darkspawn camp, and it is like very fortified. I'm stuck in a trap. They got barricades. These guys are dug in. Speaking of Darkspawn, we actually have a few codex entries here about them. The Genlock. These are the most common Darkspawn in the underground. Stocky and tough, Genlocks are notoriously difficult to kill, even by magic. And then the Hurlocks are taller than their Genlock cousins. The Hurlocks are roughly of human size, but are possessed of considerable strength and constitution. The shock troop of a Darkspawn, a single berserking Hurlock can often be a match for numerous opponents at once. They are known to adorn themselves with roughly carved tattoos to keep track of their kills and deeds, though it is unknown whether or not there is a uniform standard to these markings. And then Emissaries. Hurlock Emissaries have also been known to appear during a blight. These Darkspawn are the only ones recorded as being capable of human speech, and are often capable of employing magic. Interesting. We also, when we beat those Darkspawn back there, we picked up a book on the body of one of the fallen warriors, which is titled A Pinch of Ashes, torn from a book on local myths and legends. The Kocari Wilds are rife with legends and myths that have amazed and confounded scholars since the fall of Ostagar in ancient times. One such mystery lies behind the tale of Ostia and Nebanar, two young lovers who lived in Ostagar. The legend says that Ostia grew up in the company of Gazaroth, spirit of the earth, bound to an overhang on the bank of a lake in the Kocari Wilds. Gazaroth began to fancy her, and they spent many of their days together talking and laughing. Over the years, however, Ostia became a woman and began to seek the company of men. When Ostia met Nebanar, the two fell in love, and Ostia hoped to bring her lover to see her spirit friend. The spirit, angered and jealous, bade her begone. Gazaroth told her that she would never see it again until she brought her lover's ashes. She would never until she brought her lover's ashes and sprinkled them over their spot. That is savage. Ostia was horrified, as am I, and she fled from the enraged spirit. But she began to miss Gazaroth, and on the day Nebanar asked her to marry him, she cut her beloved's throat, burned him, and brought his ashes to Gazaroth, knowing that their marriage would forever sever her ties to her dear spirit friend. There are legends among the Chasand that Gazaroth still haunts that lake, and that those who sprinkle the ashes of the deceased over the right spot can summon the spirit. In memory of the contract with its beloved Ostia, Gazaroth will grant a single wish and then vanish, never to be heard from again. That is a dark story. A note is scribbled in the margin beneath the page. Marcus, I think this is real. If you take the ashes I gave you and scatter them over a pile of rocks on an overhang overlooking that half-sunken Tevinter dome, maybe Gazaroth will appear and give you a wish. Okay. We're gonna have to keep our eyes out for a spot where we can sprinkle those ashes. Injuries. One of your party members has fallen in combat. He or she has now sustained a serious injury. These injuries cause penalties that can only be cured with an injury kit or certain high-level spells. The injury is indicated by the small red icon that you can see above the quick bar when you have the injured character selected. This one. Oh my god, Jory has a cracked skull? Oh dear. Sorry to hear that, Jory. Here's an injury kit. Fix your cracked skull. I don't know what's in the injury kit, but yeah. Davith has a broken bone, and Alistair has a wrenched limb. Oh my god, I had no idea the boys were in such bad shape. Well, we don't have any more injury kits, so y'all are gonna have to, tough it out until we get back. Okay, here's the dome. Oh, and there's the rocks! Hang on, we might be able to summon this scary man. And by man, I mean scary spirit. You see a pile of stones covered in a fine layer of dust and ash. Sprinkle more ash on the pile of stones. Did we summon him? Who summons Gazaroth from slumber? We summoned him, alright! You're real! We must kill this evil demon! I feel like this is a bit above our pay grade, but we're gonna do it anyway. I'm on fire, but it's fine. Let's go, boys! Whoa, we did it! We killed the evil spirit! What good loot did he drop? Chainmail, gray iron chainmail, which is better than the chainmail that I'm wearing, so guess what? We upgrading! Woo! Oh, is this the old, Warden base that we were looking for? Warden's cache. This seems to be it.
Off my back?
Well,
Ooh, look who it
what have
is!
we here?
I was saying we need a little female company in this
Are
group.
you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
I'm here looking for you, baby.
What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
You can call me Talon.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very
Good one,
eloquent.
Alistair.
How does one steal?
Eloquent
from dead
indeed.
men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
Feeling weird talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Tell us more about your mother first.
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you are here. Come, see for yourself.
Why are you interested in helping us?
Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
Alright, I say we go with her.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
We just slayed a
What's
demon.
warmer than
We'll be
this forest?
okay.
It'll be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Get it together, boys.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why
Alistair
not?
changed his tune
Take
pretty
them
quick.
to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Well, I think our first meeting with our future mother-in-law went well. Good, good. Oh, and she brought us right back to camp. Okay, I guess there's no more exploring in the wilds for us. Although, to be fair, I do think we accomplished everything we needed to. We found the flower, we found the Darkspawn blood, and we got the treaties, so... There might still be more to explore out there, but I guess for now, seeing as Morrigan so nicely escorted us back to camp, we can turn in our request. Let's give the flower to the doggo first, because the poor thing might be sick. Don't want to prolong his suffering.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
I got it! Is this the flower you're searching for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery.
Yay!
I'll come back after the battle. Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for
A
curing
doggo
him.
of my very
You're
own?
at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Okay, I will. I absolutely will. And now, back to Duncan.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Now will you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
You're saying this ritual can kill us?
As could any Darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
This is very Witcher-esque. Joining that might kill us, but if we survive, makes us
The
stronger.
more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
I don't even know what to say to that. I wish there was option 5, silence. I'll just say you make a good point. I like Davith's attitude a bit more than Jory's here. I don't know why Jory was so convinced that going to the front lines of battle was safe and he wasn't gonna die, but this ritual is really scaring him.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I...
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've
Davith,
just never faced a foe I
I
could
like
not
you.
engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
Ew.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Wonder who came up with this
Those who
idea
survive
first.
the
Like,
joining become
maybe we
immune
should
to the
drink
taint.
this.
We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first.
I'm
Alistair,
assuming this
if you
also
would,
slows down our aging process because
Join us, brothers
Duncan
and
seems like
sisters.
he's been alive for a long time.
Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten,
I think Jory's gonna try to run.
and that one day
Looking a little
we
sus there.
shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
That is a big chalice. Wow. How much blood are we drinking? Is this a chugging contest? That is bigger than his head. Oh no, not my Davith. You were my favorite.
Take his breath.
Jory's definitely not drinking it now.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I
There
known...
is no turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Oh! Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Should've just drank the potion, dude. That's
But the
unfortunate.
joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to
Good,
submit
I'm so glad
yourself
I'm
to the
last
taint
after having
for
witnessed
greater
the
good.
fate of my two friends. Sure, nothing will go wrong, right?
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
Well, a 1 for
Two
3
more
survival
deaths.
rate's pretty good, right?
In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the King.
What kind of meeting?
The King is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Well, that was something. Looks like they cleaned up my friends' bodies. That's good. They were quick and efficient about the cleanup. We did level up, so that's a perk of becoming a Grey Warden, I guess. Okay, before we go meet Duncan and the King, it is now nighttime, so I want to see if we can finish our last quest, which if you guys remember, we had a key to a chest that a Tranquil was watching, but aha, it does look like he has gone to bed for the evening. Whoa! A lot of stuff in here, too. This was totally worth it. Excellent. Now we can complete that quest, get rid of that key, and call it a day. So there you have it, folks. We are officially a Grey Warden. We lost some friends, but we should be all ready to fight the Darkspawn. In our next episode, we'll meet up again with Duncan and the King and get ready for our battle against the Darkspawn. Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought down in the comments section below, and we'll be back next time for more Dragon Age Origins.